You're just making another Scooby-Doo episode, so you don't gotta watch Once Upon a Swap. Yeah, you're right. I don't want to watch Once Upon a Swap once. Now you tell me to watch it twice? No.
Scooby-Doo, what's with you?
Damn time, I want somebody to use his fucking brain.
Dear Chris, please say a big hello to Connie Lingus, who's 69 on Tuesday. She'll be enjoying my meat and two veg on Sunday at 12, which are all the very best, and tell her I look forward to seeing her when she comes.
The dog nappers have struck again. The third prize dog kidnapped in the last 3 days.
Wow, like a canine crime wave.
Alright, so basically there's a dog napper going around, and the gang decides to investigate.
Don't worry. I warned Bob, and he only takes the dog out for exercise at night. And then...
What? Why would you take your dog out at night? Isn't that when they get kidnapped? I don't know about you. That no was terrifying. This is more appropriate for that kind of no. Anyways, so they dog nap Scooby. Shaggy chases after him on foot, steals this guy's moped, and then continues the chase.
Well, this is Beach Boulevard, but no sign of Shaggy and...
Daphne, I'm gonna need your hands up here. You're a little too close to Fred. I don't want any funny business going on.
Scooby.
That transmitter on Scooby's collar is moving awfully fast. The dog nappers must have Scooby.
Where did you guys get all this military-grade tracking equipment? I know this is kind of a rapid-fire episode, but, like, I need a little more than that. Anyways, I know last time I said this episode was racist, but I don't actually remember why I said that.
Oh, no!
Oh. Oh. Oh, no. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Man, it's Geronimo!
Okay, so this Team Rocket Nazi meets up with, this guy, and they realize they kidnapped the wrong dog.
And when this weirdo Indian attacked, I felt like a late show rerun of Custer's Last Stand.
Are you sure it was a real Indian?
Real? Why, when he waved that tomahawk, even my hair was scared.
The transmitter on Scooby's collar is moving again.
You get your ass out there and you find that fucking dog.
So he sends Scooby packing, the gang finds him, and actually manages to save him before a train hits him.
Scooby, can you tell us where the dog nappers took you?
Oh no, not the Indian, not the ghost of Geronimo.
Okay, I guess I'm doing this now because, you know, why beat around the bush? Geronimo was a real guy, a real Native American, and he was pretty famous for being a fearless warrior and taking revenge on the Mexican military for murdering his entire family. I know I'm not the voice of reason here, because I know this is just common sense, but it's just slightly fucked up to make your monster of the episode a real person. I know I can blame it on the release date, but that doesn't exactly make it right. Even if they went with the even if they went with the racist Native American stereotype route, they could have just made someone up. They didn't have to use a real person. Anyways.
What's that?
Look! Up there!
Leave this place, pale-faced.
Like, you see, this is what I'm fucking talking about. Fuck this episode. Anyways, Shaggy makes a sandwich, Daphne gets kidnapped. She's real familiar to a hassle in the castle.
There it is. Velma, what are you doing there?
I don't know. Freddy, Velma, quick, this way.
Hey, Shaggy, come on, follow the dogs.
Yeah, what I will give this episode is that's pretty funny watching everybody get separated and then having to go around on their own and then slowly come back together. That's pretty fun. Are you fucking kidding me? It's the white dude? Really? Really? Yeah, fuck you. Fuck this episode. New rule. No being racist. There, you happy now? Go fuck yourself. Next. Okay, so this is pretty cool. We got the shot from the intro. It's the spooky mansion. Basically, the gang is staying at their friend's house for a few nights, and they see this.
Jeepers! Someone's going into that old mansion.
Like, wow, who'd do a kooky thing like that?
I don't know, Shaggy. Probably the guy that fucking lives there.
Steward! Uncle Steward! Look! Someone's in the shadows. Uncle Steward!
He's become an old man.
And there is where I saw the ghost of Elias Kingston. The Weatherby fortune belongs to me.
Hey, does this guy remind you of someone?
The entire family shall suffer this terrible fate.
I am a vampire.
Another shot from the intro, slightly changed. And another one, actually. Honestly, it wouldn't surprise me if this was like a pilot episode made for like a test audience or something. Cause like Elias Kingston, you know, he's kind of creepy, and he does go to the extreme later on in the episode. So yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if this was like test footage that they were reusing.
Hey, until I see with my own eyes.
Shh! Scooby, I hope the ghost doesn't find us. Perfecto! I got my shoes, now let's join the gang!
That is honestly one of my favorite bits in the entire series. I also think it's fun that they're using the ghost's tricks against him.
This place is really haunted.
I guess that about wraps up the ghost story.
Ooby ooby oo!
I'm sure you'll recognize him. There. Look familiar?
Uncle Steward!
Next.
Gee, this is wonderful, Uncle John. The Ape Man of Forbidden Mountain. What a groovy title for a picture.
They believe an old legend about a real ape man. They say he's the one that burned down the old mansion years ago.
So, the gang is playing extras in, what is this, fucking Planet of the Apes or something? And they see the stuntman about to do, you know, stuntman things, but then they realize that's no stuntman, that's just a gorilla. And out of everybody, Scooby actually ends up saving the day.
What do we do now, Mr. Maxwell?
Find my missing stuntman, Carl. This is his trailer.
Maybe we can pick up a clue to where Carl might be.
Spoiler alert, they find Carl.
I came in to dress, and a big hairy ant grabbed me and threw me in the trunk.
Alright, so when they're looking around the supposedly haunted mansion, Daphne ends up accidentally sending Fred to the scooping room. How did you get that mask?
Oh dear, which is the right switch?
Wrong switch, Daphne!
That puts the stairs back, but I wonder what the other switches do. Well, with your luck, Daph, the next button you push will bring the roof down.
Oh shit! Fuck, Velma and Daphne got some babe, jeez. That was fucking brutal.
I'll try this one.
Hi, gang.
What do you mean, hey gang? Don't stand there so casual, Fred. Take your hand out of your pocket. You're missing for a solid 2 minutes. You left us alone with these two dopes.
Well, I found the perfect trap for the ape man. Come on. Now then, this is the basement where the last scenes in the movie are to be shot. Look up there on the ceiling. That net was put up there to capture the ape man.
Fred goes missing, and his first thing he does is admire the trap.
I've tested it.
Okay, Fred, that doesn't mean you get all the credit for it, though.
Yeah, but how are you gonna get the ape man down in the basement?
Correct me if I'm wrong, but that's the first and only time we get a scene like that.
I can't see. I hope this is it.
Pull the other switch, Velma! Quick, spring the trap!
I'm trying.
Shit, they cut the power!
That's it! Now get the lights back on! Hey, we got him! Come on, gang!
Yeah, you got him. King Kong in the flesh.
Maybe it's not a wine cask.
Okay, if it's not, what do you think it is?
Offhand, I'd call it a door. Where are we?
Wow, the dressing rooms for the movie people.
Shaggy grabs a picture of the ape man with his mask off, starts chasing them around a bit. Fred used the stairs from before to capture the ape man.
Take a look at our ape man.
It's Carl, the stuntman!
Next.
Time to go, gang. It's getting dark.
Oh yeah, like you give a shit.
Right now it looks a little spooky, even haunted. Don't be silly, Daphne.
Hey, look at that!
But that's impossible. That place won't be open for weeks.
Look! Well, this calls for a little investigation.
Does it though, Fred? How do you know it's not just the employees making sure everything is up and Okay, it wasn't the employees, but Fred didn't know that either.
For openers, I'd like a malt and a hot dog with all the
I
trimming.
love the music in this episode mainly because it just comes in on cue every time.
Who did that?
Batter up.
Good throw, Freddy.
Well,
And what's that on the counter?
it's a prize for knocking down the bottles. And
Like that, like he's just fucking creepy. That's what I say. Like he's just fucking creepy. He's a fucking freak.
Well, he'd have to be a ghost not to leave us in. Did I say ghost? What's the matter with you? You're pointing? Oh, I see him.
See, if I was in this situation, I'd let him walk around the hall. You're not catching me in there.
we can't leave him up there.
You've turned it all the way around, but he's gone.
But he couldn't have climbed down without us seeing.
Well, she was sure running wide open. Lights, music, everything.
Hey, I remember you from last episode.
That's impossible. We're the caretakers here. My brother and I would have seen the lights.
Sarah's right.
Okay, we'll keep a watch from here.
It's sure dark.
What do they call this? A stakeout? I'd rather have a steak in. Like a sirloin steak in me, that is.
What's that thing you guys are famous for? There's the talking dog and, what is it? Oh yeah, the fucking mystery machine. Go sit in it.
What a time for a sideshow.
Come on, everybody, after him. There he goes now into the tunnel of love. So we have to go into the tunnel after him.
I'm sure the two of you would love that.
It's him. He wins. Let's go, man.
I don't know what you want me to say about this episode other than it's creepy. Like, Charlie is just, he's creepy. Like, look at him. Anyways, so they capture him, but then he breaks through a brick wall.
What a man! He's not human.
You are absolutely right. He's not human. He's a robot. He's Charlie, the world's most perfect robot. I programmed him to operate everything in Funland.
I wonder how that pitch went.
No doubting what you've achieved on a technical level. These are clearly state-of-the-art. There are just certain design choices that were made for these robots that we don't fully understand.
How does this equipment work, Mr. Jenkins?
What do you mean, how does it work? It's a giant magnet, Fred. Come on. What is all that blonde hair getting to you?
Don't fight it, Charlie! Sarah, what are you doing here?
It was me that caused Charlie to go out of control. I don't think robots should work where children come to have fun.
That sounds somewhat familiar. Hey, good job making 2 FNAF references in the span of 5 minutes. Wow, some real top-notch writing there, you dope. Anyways, move on. Hello, and welcome once again to the quest to find the best Scooby-Doo villain. We've dealt with some pretty interesting villains tonight, and let's show the scoreboard. Just in case you've forgotten the rules, every category is out of 5, a perfect score is 20, and they are marked in design, laugh, powers, and plan. Now, starting us off tonight is the Dog Napper, and hold on. Sorry, everybody. Oh, okay. Okay. Everyone, we regret to inform you that the Dog Napper has been disqualified from the competition. Apparently, he has violated a rule stated earlier in this episode. Let's show it on the board, please. Oh, yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. Don't be racist. Pretty easy rule not to break. Anyways, that he's disqualified from the competition. Anyways, moving on. We have the Ape Man. Design, he gets a 3 because he was just an ape, but if I seen an angry gorilla run at me, I'd shit myself. Laugh, he gets a 1 because he never had one. It's more of a growl, and the growl doesn't do it for me. Powers, he gets a 4 because not only was he just, you know, a ghost, but he also had super strength as it turns out. And plan, he gets a 1 because all Carl wanted to do was screw over the director for not giving him the lead role, and that was kind of it. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense because now he's not going to get any job. Moving on, the Ghost of Elias Kingston. Design, he gets a 2 because, you know, he was kind of creepy but not super creepy, you know what I mean? I'll give him an extra point though because he strikes that pose that kind of freaked me out a little. Laugh, he gets a 3 because, you know, wasn't the best, definitely wasn't the worst laugh. Powers, he gets a 4. He went pretty crazy at one point, turned that dude to a skeleton. And plan, he gets a 2. The reason he gets a 2 is because he faked his death, and what is he supposed to do after that? The difference between Elias Kingston and Captain Cutler is Captain Cutler faked his death first, making him not the suspect from the very beginning. Moving on to Charlie the Robot. Design, he gets 3 because he is really creepy. Unfortunately though, he does get a 1 in the laugh department because he never had a laugh, only a couple weird computer noises. Powers, he gets a 5 because he had super strength, super speed, heat vision, and I think he could fly. Plan, unfortunately he gets a 1 because he's a robot, he didn't exactly have a plan, he was just kind of malfunctioning. Charlie did get a redemption arc though, so who knows, that might help him out. Let's tally up the scores and see who this episode's winner is. A 0 for the Dog Napper for being disqualified, a 9 for the Ape Man, 12 for Elias Kingston, and 10 for Charlie the Robot. So congratulations, Elias Kingston, you've won this episode, and you'll be moving on to round 2. And join us next time, where we deal with Guy Fawkes' understudy, the Joker's second cousin, a special trio, and a dude wrapped in toilet paper. Thank you again. See you next time. If we get this video out before Halloween, include this part. And have a happy Halloween.